Howdy folks, and welcome back to Casual Saturday in Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands with the mighty Jingles. That's me, by the way. Today, of course, I'm at the Insomnia Gaming Festival at the Birmingham National Exhibition Centre, but I slaved away throughout the week to ensure that you got your regular videos on Friday and Saturday. And today, it's Ghost Recon. So, what have we been up to? Well, we've just managed to take down the security underboss in the San Mateo province. El Pozzolero, or the stew maker, the guy responsible for disposing of all of the bodies that the Santa Blanca cartel didn't want found. Now, at this point in the game, having taken down two of the security bouchons, La Plaga, the security underboss, becomes eligible as a target. And I could go straight for him, but that's the way I did it when I first played through the game. There were a number of bosses that remained undealt with, and so this time around I want to take down all of the security bouchons before I go after the underboss, and then the security chief, El Muro. So that means I need to find a province controlled by a security boss. And the two remaining security bosses are in the Florida Oro province and the Montuyoc province. At this point, however, I don't even know who my targets in Florida Oro or Montuyoc are. The security chiefs running those two provinces have managed to stay under the radar. So first things first, we're going to have to pick a province to go for, get some boots on the ground, locate some intel, and identify our targets. I just have one teeny little problem. Montuyoc province is 100% unknown. I don't even have access to a rebel safe house yet in that particular province, so I'm going to have to source myself some transport and get over there the old-fashioned way. Now, the fastest way of doing this would be just to fast travel to one of the safe houses in Ataqua province, pick up some transport from there and just drive straight over the border into Montuyoc. But I fancy a bit of sightseeing, so we're going to take the scenic route. There just so happens to be a very handy helicopter parked right next to where I am at the moment in San Mateo province. And we're going to have to do an overflight of the Barveshas province in order to get to Montuyoc. Now, Montuyoc is rated for difficulty with 5 skulls, so there's likely to be some surface-to-air missile batteries to negotiate along the way. A minute or so later, we cross the border into the Barveshas province, which I'm almost certainly mispronouncing because that's just what I do. Barveshas is apparently where the cartel concentrates its money laundering operations. Well, we're not here to deal with that, we're just overflying in order to get to Montuyoc, but we'll probably be seeing more of this province later on. Now, just because Barveshas is only rated 3 skulls for difficulty does not mean that it doesn't come with its own surface-to-air missile batteries, and yep, I've been picked up by at least 2 radars. So we put the nose down to the ground and try to get a mountain between us and the source of the radar emitters, and yep, it looks like we're not going to get shot down just yet. A couple of minutes later, it turns out that my map reading skills are just as bad as my landing skills, and I've accidentally strayed over the border into the very, very mountainous and very, very pretty Pucara province. I'm not quite sure what goes on in here, but this isn't where I need to be. Although, we're going to stop and take a look around. Oh, now I'm in Inca Camina. I'm even more lost than I thought I was. Jingles, you're going the wrong way. Oh, whatever, just shut up and admire the view. Check that out. Inca Camina Base, cartel's hub for collecting Peruvian cocaine. Rah. And I seem to have been spotted, although not by surface-to-air radar, so that's good. Right, let's actually get this thing headed in the right direction and get to where we're supposed to be going. There we go, Montuyoc province. See, I knew where I was going all along. And apparently, it seems that Montuyoc is where the cartel trains all of its sicarios. So, we can expect there to be lots and lots and lots of military training bases in this area. And I've just pinged the location of a rebel safe house, so we're going to put this thing down, get some boots on the ground, contact Bowman, and find out where to go from here.
Bowman, this is Nomad. We're boots down in Montuyoc. What have you got for us?
Montuyoc is Santa Blanca's primary training ground. They've got a number of military-style training camps in the province and bring in recruits from all over South America. El Muro is spending big money to bring people in with special forces background to train cartel recruits. The senior instructor is rumored to be former U.S. military, but we don't know much more than that. I need you to gather intel on the cartel's training ops and get me an ID on the senior instructor.
Solid copy, Bowman. We'll get on it.
So, you know the routine by now. Kick a few doors in, see what falls out, get distracted by shiny side missions, disturb the breeding colonies of flamingos as you fly over the lake in the centre of the province, And finally execute yet another perfect, flawless landing. Then back to work, assassinating Santa Blanca's military training instructors, just to stir up the hornet's nest and see what sort of trouble we can cause. 2 down, don't know where the third one is, and then I got distracted by the nice shiny armoured vehicle that we can steal. I need this in my life. It's not a tank, but I think it's as close as we're going to get in this game, at least for now. Third instructor, somewhere on the other side of that wall. And as I'm figuring out how the hell I'm going to get in there, because sadly you cannot actually drive through the brick wall in the armoured vehicle, because reasons, I thought surely there's a gate around here. I mean, the road leads in that direction. Yeah, kind of, sort of, but I'd have to dismount, and I've just found myself a tank. Actually, Jingles, oh shut up, it's a tank. I will love it and keep it and call it George. And I don't want to get out of my shiny new tank. And then, just as luck would have it, oh hello, he's come out to see what all the noise is. Light him up with the autocannon. Mission complete.
When word gets out about what happened, El Muro's gonna have a hell of a time getting the instructors.
And if the dumbasses don't listen, we keep coming back until they get the message.
You know what, it's shocking how easy it is to get some of these missions done if you're driving around in a tank. Jingles, it's not a tank. Shut up, it's a tank. Raise the alarm. Don't care, I'm a tank. Called in reinforcements. Don't care, I'm a tank. Got a machine gun. I don't care, I'm a tank. Oh, you've called in helicopters. Fuck you, I'm a tank. Unsurprisingly, these things are quite rare. So, you know, make the most of it while you've got one. And obviously you can't do all of the missions in your tank. The missions that require you to infiltrate a position without being detected. Yeah, you should probably choose another vehicle for those kind of missions. But, well, this one. Destroy the mortar shell crates. Yeah, I can do that in a tank. No problem. Oh, somebody's calling in mortar fire on me. I don't care. I'm in a tank. Well, actually, you can be damaged even by small arms fire, but you've got so much armour and such a large health pool in this thing. I mean, even a mortar barrage isn't going to finish you off. Unless you've got smoke pouring from the engine grill, you can probably just shrug off the damage. Oh, and there's one of the targets. Now, it's... oh, wow. And also some skill points. Now, unfortunately, the one thing that the tank will not do is automatically fire at mission objectives. You still have to get out on foot and take care of them the old-fashioned way. 1 down, 3 to go. And, oh look, some skill points. So, 1 crate of mortar ammunition down. 2 crates of mortar ammunition down. 3 and 4. Job done.
It's the last of the crates. Objectives clear.
You think it'll help? Shit, the way I see it, the less these assholes have to shoot at me with, the better. Got that right.
So, that was fun, but we're still no closer to finding out who's actually running things in this province, although we are stirring up a bit of a hornet's nest, and so for our next trick, we have to search a communications outpost for further intel.
Got a laptop here. Looks like it's connected to the network. Let's see what we can get out of it. Downloading now. I'm pushing the take direct to Bowman. Stand by. Bowman, this is Nomad. I'm sending you message logs from a cartel comm center here in Montuyoc. If we're lucky, the name of the cartel senior instructor is in there.
I'm getting it now. Wait one. No joy. There's nothing in here that points to their top guy. There is something interesting, though. Looks like they've got search parties out looking for a deserter. One of their new recruits ran off a few days back. They think he might still be in the area.
How does that help us?
If he was in the training program for any length of time, it's possible he came into contact with our guy.
You think this deserter can give us an ID?
Only one way to find out.
So, we've got the location of a bunch of cartel scumbags who are scouring the area looking for this deserter. Now we need to capture the lieutenant alive and find out what he knows, but that doesn't mean we can't have some fun with his thugs. And I think that's about all of them tagged. Let's get a little closer. I should really, and you guys have been pointing this out in the comments, I should be making much more use of my sync shot ability. And what that is you basically tag targets to be targeted by the other members of your squad. And then they will let you know when they're in position and ready to take the shot, and as soon as you light things off, they take down their targets. And so, here we go. me using the sync shot for the first time. Unfortunately, it's an upgrade skill, and I've only upgraded it to level 2 of 3.
His history. He made us. Get after him.
But hey, close enough for government work. Lieutenant's making a run for it. Switch weapons. Need to disable his vehicle. Come on. Where do you think you're going, Sunshine? I want to work with you. And we've got him.
Chinga tu madre! Talk to me, Pinche Pendejo. Who's this deserter you're looking for?
Some little pocos huevos maricón de mierda who ran off from the training camp. Boss says we get to make an example out of him so the others don't get the same idea. We're gonna drag him back and let the other recruits take turn to him with a machete.
And where's this little chicken shit now?
We don't know for sure yet, but we're getting close. One of the other search parties thinks they found us.
Where's this other search party? Tell me and maybe I'll let you go.
Okay, chinga.
Closing in on the deserter. Let's sweep the area where he was spotted and see if we can find him.
Right, well, that went reasonably well, but we're only halfway done. Just need to stop and finish off the last surviving member of the patrol. Got him. Right.
Tango down.
So, second search party, closing in on the deserter's location. We need to find that deserter and get him out of there alive. Oh, hang on. More bad guys. Where the hell did they come from? Well, I don't know where they came from, but I know where they're going. So,
Clear. How you guys holding
second
up?
search party. We need a Didi Mao. We get there just in the nick of time. The sun is up, so we're no longer able to take advantage of the cover of darkness. And just as I'm trying to stop this guy from getting shot by the patrols looking for him, it turns out that he doesn't really want to be rescued too much. Maybe he just doesn't trust gringos. So we have to treat him as a bit of a hostile witness. Grab him, tag him, get him in the car, and get the hell out of here. You can make this particular phase of the mission substantially easier for yourself if you stick around and take out the various different pursuit vehicles before you head off, because they're armed with miniguns. Luckily, they're just as bad at driving as I am. And the closer you get to the safe house, the more the chance that you're going to run into a patrol of rebels who are going to give you a little bit of backup if they would just get out of the way, because this vehicle's about to blow on me. I think there might be a problem with the radiator. Poor rebel stuffed there in the boot in the back. He's, I think I might have broken his hand when I slammed the door shut on him. And oh great, now we got helicopters. This was a very, very dicey mission. I wasn't entirely sure I was going to make it here in one piece, but it looks like we've just about done it. Extra star points for my dismount there, and the helo's down.
No, come on, Emilio. Let me go. Someone I want you to meet. Easy. Camine.
You want to get away from the cartel, Emilio? I can make that happen. But I need something from you. What can you tell me about the man running the camp?
Carajo, I don't know. He's a gringo. Big man. Guys like stones, you know? Es malo. Even the guards are scared of him.
He got a name?
One of the instructors, they call him Bookhart.
Carl Bookhart?
You know who he's talking about?
There was a Sergeant Bookhart with the Rangers when I was in the sandbox back in '03. We worked together a couple of times.
Shit. Get back to your team. I'll check in with Langley and see what I can find out about Bookhart.
Emilio gave us a name. Carl Bookhart.
Dude's an American?
If he's the guy I'm thinking of, he used to be an Army Ranger. We even served together for a while.
A ranger? No. No fucking way.
Bowman's getting confirmation now. She'll get back to us when she knows for sure.
And the plot thickens. It turns out that Santa Blanca's elite sicarios are being trained by none other than a former member of the American Special Forces community. Well, who'd have seen that one coming?
Got some background for you on Carl Bookhart. Looks like you were right. His 214 has him in Iraq with 3rd Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment back in '03, discharged in '06, and then he drops off the radar.
I'm getting the notion he's kept in shape.
Our deserter tells me he's at a cartel base located inside the abandoned Choza Padre silver mine. Find Bookhart, take him out. Killing him will disrupt the cartel's training program for months.
Copy that. We'll get it done.
Get ready. Odds left, evens right. Focus on your goddamn sectors this time.
Carl Buchhardt, former sergeant, 3rd Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, natural-born killer.
Show me what you got, cocksuckers. Make me hard. Go, go, go!
Carl was in and out of juvie from around age 15. Records are sealed, but the pattern is what you'd expect. At 18, a judge gave him the choice of joining the Army or doing jail time. Buchhardt thrived in the Army. After graduating from Ranger School, he deployed to Iraq with 3rd Battalion in 2003. He finally found his place and was looking to make the Army his career. And then in '05, his patrol hit an IED in downtown Ramadi. Buchhardt didn't take to civilian life. Couldn't keep a job for more than a couple weeks, and started having run-ins with the cops again. Started telling anyone who'd listen about how the Army fucked him over. Eventually, he started spending time over the border in Juarez. God knows what Buchhardt was looking for down there, but eventually he crossed paths with El Muro, head of Santa Blanca security. They share some beers, maybe some blow. Buchhardt gets to talking about his Army days. El Muro is impressed. He knows the real thing when he sees it. He asks Buchhardt to come to Bolivia to train the cartel's army in the Montuyoc province. El Muro wants them to be the best force of its kind in all of South America. And Buchhardt is just the kind of man he's looking for. The kind of man who can run combat drills, show a bunch of morons how to field strip a G-36 in 2 minutes flat. The kind of man who could turn narcos into elite soldiers.
Buchhardt's training camp is located inside an abandoned silver mine, so first things first, take care of the sentries. And with that taken care of, move in, find him, and put a bullet between his eyes.
Jesus, it smells like a slaughterhouse in here.
The hell kind of training is Buchhardt doing? The first thing a Sicario recruit learns is what it's like to kill a human being. Bring in prisoners and make the recruits take turns on them with hammers and machetes. Sometimes it's men, sometimes women, sometimes it's little kids. And the recruits know that if they hesitate, they're next.
See, the problem with assaulting something like an abandoned silver mine is that there's just lots and lots of tunnels. There's no real way to outflank, and it's very easy to stick a bunker with a minigun, for example, at one end of one of these tunnels. You also have to be real careful about what exactly it is you're taking cover behind, because some of these barrels, for example, the red ones, they like to go bang when they get hit by bullets. Of course, you can use that to your advantage, and if one of the bad guys is dumb enough to try to take cover behind one of them, barbecue time.
Fuck, Buchhardt made me. He's on the run.
Come on, operator. Get some. Let's see how tough you are.
It's over, Buchhardt. You're done.
So, Buchhardt likes to talk the talk, but can he walk the walk? Guess we're going to find out. These mines go a fair old distance down, and he's not too far away now. Just a couple of 100 meters, and that is definitely a very, very heavily armed bunker. That's an explosive barrel. Nobody's shooting at me just yet, but I really don't like the look of this. So I'm going to send the drone out. And this is something that I have been noticing, by the way, with a lot of the Santa Blanca defensive positions. They build all these elaborate defenses, but they don't bother actually putting anybody in. Oh, and there's Buchhardt.
Target marked.
Look at that. Minigun position. A whole bunch of minigun positions. Sandbagged, armoured, nobody manning them. Defences are great. You know, minefields, barbed wire, but they're completely useless unless you cover them with firepower. It's something that Buchhardt doesn't seem to have bothered teaching Santa Blanca, so this is going to be quite easy.
Lobbing a flashbang. Got him. Buchhardt's dead.
Hell of a way for a ranger to die. Buchhardt chose this, don't forget that. We did what we had to do.
Good work in Montuyoc. Losing Buchhardt's gonna have a major impact on the cartel's training program.
Santa Blanca's best troops are going to be stretched thin to try and cover for the loss. It'll compromise their security and get us one step closer to El Muro.
Damn right. The cartel's been calling the shots in Bolivia for years. Now, finally, we're starting to push back. Keep at it.
And as a reward for taking down Buchhardt, you get to take his weapon, an M4A1 tactical. It's single shot only, but it's very, very accurate. and it actually works quite well as a sort of intermediate range sniper rifle. So, 3 security bouchons down, 1 to go, and then it's on to La Plaga and his big brother, El Muro. All that to come in a future episode of Ghost Recon Wildlands on Casual Saturday. Take care, folks, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you next time.